after you and Trevor met up. Net worth is $51 million, to which your friend responds, "Bitch, you better secure that bag." Your text, "Need daddy to choke me out," being an absolute whore to try to get in on his $51 million. You say this wasn't a setup.
The first question I would ask is, do we as a society, men and women, think that women who make allegations or try to set men up, whether it's via rape, whether it's via assault, violence, and make up lies, should they be held criminally accountable for these kind of things? Because as far as I know, there is no punishment for the allegation of rape or assault when a woman makes that falsely against a man. And that's what makes this case so horrible. Because for every woman that has an actual real case, you have another woman like this who's just trying to come up off somebody's hard work, somebody who has built something for themselves. You see, there's three things that you lose that it's extremely hard to come back from. But there's a level to these things. Number one is money. But you lose money, you lose nothing because you can get that back. Number two is your reputation. When your reputation is smeared, it is extremely difficult to get it back. So the second a woman says you raped them, that allegation is going to be in the ether forever, whether you were guilty or innocent. And number three is your health, the highest level. Because once you lose your health, game over. But reputation is very important, man. And what this woman was about to do was destroy this man's reputation so she could come up. You know, stuff like this really, really is beyond the pale. Because it's been going on for far too long. But now with the introduction of the whole Me Too and believe her, trust her, support her, all this nonsense, women have gotten so brazen and bold that they just setting dudes up. And I mean, you've seen multiple situations. What's the girl's name? Brittany Renner? She's making $200,000 a month off some basketball player, and she was strictly for the streets. She got pregnant by this man. She's plotting. So some women go the route of, hey, I'm going to get pregnant by him and take all his money. Or now, like you saw in this situation, the woman was going to basically do something sexually with him and make it seem like maybe he raped her or he beat the hell out of her when maybe she was acting like she wanted it rough. Men, trust no one. The only things you can trust in this life now is change and taxes and death. Everything else you should question, especially when it comes to these drop-dead gorgeous women, because that's how it works. The devil usually puts the ugliest people and wraps them up in a very pretty package and sends them to you. And men who want some peach, who feel like, oh, I've made it, they put themselves in these situations that ruin everything for them. Another case in point would be Jonathan Majors. You see how those white tears got his ass totally destroyed. Every opportunity this man had coming up, Marvel contracts, movies, millions upon $1,000,000, and you caught him on video running from this woman. But all it has to do is, if it's your word versus her word, you lose. This doesn't only happen to entertainers and athletes. This happens to men that, hey, he just worked hard, finally made partner at a firm, woman's been plotting on him for a while. He thinks this pretty 9 or 10 woman really likes him. And she puts him in a situation that compromises everything he built. Do not jeopardize yourself for peach.